Center in Montalban here in Rizal, and on your screens the starters for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers, their first game here in the Jamie Levitoria. Take a look at the Capital1 starters. Capital, of course, making a lot of noise.
I spotted her. Yes, we spotted her
yes,
here in Montalban.
Right. So the live audience happy to see their idol here, but of course she is still doing her duties with the national team. So this is just a preseason meet that we're watching right now as we get started with a first point action. And this is the debut for Chery. Good first ball. Quick action, and we're seeing now these teams trying out
Baat and Aragalang. Youth will indeed be served. Chery Tiggo was one of the only teams that drafted all the way to the 4th round. One rookie expected to add depth and energy and develop under the guidance of this veteran squad is Jean Soreño. With this, she's excited to show what Chery Tiggo has for this tour, which is all about showing their discipline, enjoying the game, and discovering her extended capabilities in the pros. Let's go back here to the rally.
Thanks a lot for that. On cue nga. Ayan pa. Jean Soreño. Good first ball from Alvarez. And Baramal able to keep the ball in play. One more chance here for Chery to set up. Seeing a lot of the combination attacks. Big serve. And so good, really in command.
In command, yes.
And we're seeing good defense from Chery also, allowing for those plays to be executed. PVL this time will score. That's her second.
Being in the read position yet again, Chery with that beautiful set and corner pocket zone 5.
And Yafiel and makes up for that error earlier.
For here, Miss Chiggy in this game.
Yes, and I just realized ang daming mga UST alums. Jaime Hernandez, of course.
Good cover by Iris.
Oh, that one is good. Down the line this time. We're seeing the versatility also. Still looking for a win, but again, they played the toughest teams in their pool at Signal and Creamline early on.
No, and that's the best thing after those games. Of course, I'm sure they went in the dugout to talk about what they needed to work on. As we saw a beautiful back row attack.
Save from Roma. One more time on that sequence there. Great save. And the ad-libbing working out. Of course, one of the stars of NU during her time. Oh, wow, what an entrance. What an entry for Cess Robles right away.
Cess Robles, of course, usually coming off the bench most of the time and just making that impact.
For Chery Tiggo. But this is, again, it's a time to experiment because Alina Becar was doing quite well.
Yes.
Doing a lot of good plays. And here's a chance now for Chery Tiggo again for the counter. Good pickup by Shola Alvarez. And that paid off. It's Australia with a finish. 45-point mark. Spike of the set brought to you by Duncan's. Masalubong ng Bayan.
This is her first point.
Ooh, good pickup again. Good defense here we're seeing from Alvarez. Very good responses. Nabor looking for Robles from back row. That does not count. Sorry, coach. Nabor. And the rally again. This time, a point for Chery Tiggo. We're at 20. Floater handled by Robles. Adorador. Solo block by Robles. Australia. Set points here. What timing. Another floater. Tough serves from Tolenada. Looking for Genesis. Blockers were there. Another chance here. Quick conversion, but Tolenada
Still good.
Cap1 keeps the ball in play. That was a botched play there for Chery. Here's a chance for point and a win. And it's just fitting that Chola Alvarez scores the winning point in that first set because she was working overtime both in offense and defense. Got one last time. Point of the set brought to you by Myra. Be brighter, brighter with Myra's Vitamin Power Whitening Lotion.
And set number 2 for Chery.
We haven't even seen action from
Pauline Gaston.
Pauline Gaston.
Right. They're having a difficult time maintaining that lead. Attack errors, and for the Capital One Solar Spikers, a lot of the offense is spread out. Ooh, what an attack going down the line by Baby that he's seeing from his team. He keeps mentioning going back to the system here.
Well, that's certainly off system. Genesis with a pickup. Back row attack. And there is a check ball.
This is known to be one of the power attackers here for the Capital One Solar Spikers. Just needing to go a little bit more left laterally in that movement, but she's almost there. Great performance coming from Aimee Hernandez.
And we see Capital One's blockers really working the net. Alvarez from the left.
That's too tight.
Oh, but Robles may do.
From Alina Bicar, having to use her left hand, but great efforts and great dives we're seeing from the Capital One Solar Spikers.
Good first ball.
Ooh,
and
there we go.
Robles on fire. That's Rodriguez, of course, one of the taller players of the team.
It's a good serve. Ooh, easy point here for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers. In the hands of, I believe, Aimee Hernandez on that off-speed attack. Those are the point also coming from set 1 as well.
Oh, another point off the blocks of Hernandez. That contributing.
In set number 2, perfect timing on that block coming from Aimee Hernandez. Just targeting the head of
Aimee Hernandez. And an ace with the help of the net. Jean Soreño has had quite a game today.
Ooh, good swing.
Yeah, good pickup there by Tolenada. Another chance here for Chery. Another good swing. That one's a go. And Aimee Hernandez will score point number 6.
Always been that quick middle blocker here.
Yeah.
Take a look at that fast arm swing up against one blocker in Casey Galdano.
Coming in also full front for Makatuno here. Oh, that one just past the two-man block, and Tess Robles will get a chance to serve. And aside from Jean Soreño, Ren Peñafiel, Cañete, and Deloria are the 2 other pickups for Chery Tiggo. That was off the hands and on the court.
Yep, she has a full front row. Let's see how she will strategize here.
Again, that system play. Coach Norman Miguel was happy about that.
You were seeing by the crossovers, beautiful receive, and an even better attack. So lack of wrist action in that sequence. Good receive.
One-handed set. Robles is blocked. One more chance for Cess. Genesis saves that ball. Here's Chola Alvarez. One more time for Alvarez. Good D. Robles blocked. Lunag And you know, you credit Nunag there for her saves and allowing for that rally to go on.
Right, Amy Hernandez just finishing off that rally with that beautiful power tip. Take a look at that. More time.
That's a great point.
Chery Tiggo with a 3-0 run here in set number 2.
They have the lead, and that one worked out.
Even better set coming from Iris. That's almost like a shoot set, but you're allowed to do that on a first attack, which is coming from a
when to play the shoot set, right? And when you need to give your attackers more time. Robles did not need any time for that one. Chola Alvarez, and that is game or set for Chery in the second frame. Capital One, hindi sila nagpaiwan in the second set. As we take a look at that point of the set, brought to you by Myra. Be Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. The third set, and like we said, we're split now, and both teams really well-matched today. Australia sending it over. Good defense. Angelina taking care of that one. And that is off the hands.
To the fans outside of San Juan and Pasig City, as volleyball is indeed for every Filipino across the country. Now for their goals on tour, it is a challenge to have their core leaders down. And the likes of Mylene Bat and Ira Galang, but to have the same playmakers from years back, bring them forward to the consistency that they want in their game. Now for Chery, it's not about new systems like the other teams.
And Chery with an early lead. Yeah, there's a lot of cleaning up that they're doing, a lot of adjusting. We saw that from set 1, Chery Tiggo. They lost that first set 25-20 and picked up a win in the second set 25-23. And Jean Soreño just taking it easy and playing smart volleyball. 3-point advantage early in this third set for Chery Tiggo. Soreño again. Not as fluid, no? Hindi,
right.
Yeah.
And it's also the experimenting of... There we go.
Pauline Gaston, as we take a look at the spike of the set, brought to you by Duncan Pasalubong ng Bayan. Pauline can do a seminar on running attacks.
Clean attack, no block, that wrist action. Perfect swing by Pauline Gaston.
Genesis is blocked. Good defense from Capital One. There the floor again. Needed where she was. One more time for Trisha. Soft. Good read by Soreño. From the back row. There the floor again. Anticipating where she needed to be. That one got away from Romal. And what a rally, Jamie.
Clearly have the momentum here in set number 3. But Roma Dormal, unfortunately, touching that attack.
Genesis. Good save there by Robles.
That's a good set.
So Genesis gets multiple chances, but we're seeing good blocking from Chery. Running attack again, this time picked up by Australia. And Abu with the defense. Let's see where Bicar will go. 3 times. Third one is charm for Pauline Gaston, and the crowd loving that action. Well, the whole Canara Center really appreciating that last sequence. Whatever she lacks in size, she more than makes up with her explosiveness. Oh! And now who's showing off?
And no block for Chery Tiggo.
That's a great point from Peñafiel. Almost breaking into the double-digit area. Australia, 2 with 9 points. all game. She saved a lot of balls when she was in the back row.
Right. And you know, Capital One, they're just trying to break.
Big serve from April Tapia. Soreño with a kill. Their league here. She is at 10 points.
What a serve.
Yeah, but good first ball from Tapia. Hernandez again, all alone with that block. Good idea for Soreño. Chery now with a 5-point lead in this third set. And we're going to make it a 6-point lead after that service ace by Peñafiel, who is now in double digits.
You know,
That one is inside, a point for Capital.
well, not a lot of middle attacks we're seeing from Pia Abu as well.
Ooh! The game, it becomes more exciting and you see these huge attacks.
You know, anyone who you put here for Chery Tiggo will make a difference.
Oh, a quick reaction there. That Regalo. The push by Cesc Robles.
Loaded serve yet again by Maraño.
Oh!
Pauline Gaston finish. That finishing kick is the far most important thing in the game.
Definitely something that they're going to have to fix. And again, Pauline Gaston with these highlight plays. Wow, everything is working now for Chery Tiggo. Defensive block. And all but over after that 11-1 run. Brought to you by Myra B. Vita Brighter with Myra's vitamin-powered whitening lotion. Just really meant to be a preview of things to come when the real season kicks in. The official season.
Right, and Baby Jean Soreño has had the starting unit here in all sets as we see a rare error by Alina Bitar. Alvarez up to serve here. Set number 4. Loaded serve.
And Adorador trying to keep it in play, couldn't do it. Genesis now with 10 points.
Some hesitation on the digging of Shaya Adorador. Ooh, out, bullet. Good serve.
Genesis, ooh, Nuna, nowhere to be.
It's a free ball for the Chery Tiggo Crossovers.
Running attack, almost by Cesc Robles. First set was won by Capital 1, 25-20.
Good by Baby Jean.
Toramal. Save there, not Genesis, couldn't keep it in play. That was tough. And Shola Alvarez is using her agility. Zone 5. That's a tough set. One more time for Cesc Robles. Good pickup by Genesis. Alvarez hitting off the block, and she will get the point for Capital One. Abu with the defense. Reading Robles there. Genesis. Robles again. Rebound. One more chance. Bicar. Back set. Maraño with a running attack picked up there. Great defense. Good exchanges. And Robles going off speed. Good read there by Capital One. Play continues. Longest rally. Robles again. Finally she gets it. And this girl will not quit. That's a great point. That was a great rally there. Longest that we seen today, and we've had a few.
Right?
Soreño from the right pin. Genesis with a pickup. Oy! And Chery did not expect that ball to roll past the net that way. Wow! This time she didn't need multiple attempts.
Yep.
In Bella Belen, right? Will happen before you know it. So a lot of anticipation for that. And I'm sure a lot of people wanted to see how baby Jean Soreño would fare in her first professional game. As we take a look at this rally. And Soreño, she has not disappointed. That's 14 points for the former lady spiker. That escapes the blockers. And Niegos will get her 8th point. She's got Pauline Gaston in the front row for Chery Tiggo. And as you mentioned, Jamie, she is a spark plug. Things happen when she is on the floor.
Good cover.
Good save by Cesc Robles there. Oh, this time by Pauline Gaston. And Soreño again, picked up by Galdones that time. Genesis blocked. Niegos from the other side. And that is definitely off the block. Deloria will get her check ball this time. No questions asked. Nabor setting up Cañete. Nabor almost over to the other side there. Genesis. And San Juan, of course, our usual.
Phil Oil.
Good defense from Shola Alvarez, anticipating that running a quick attack from Gaston. And Genesis, that one lands. And Capital One now enjoying a 2-point lead. Game here in the On Tour Series. Capital One, on the other hand, looking for their first win in their 3rd game. Niegos.
What a dig.
Oh, yeah. Oh, almost, but the double block working for Capital One. So Capital One has made the necessary adjustments here in this 4th set. Very sticky, scrappy defense, and they have been able to convert, like you said, Jamie. They have taken advantage of the defense, of the good defense. Nabor looking for Cañete. Rally continues. Alvarez.
Good bump set.
Robles, double block. That's 2 in a row with Olenada and Abu coming together.
There's been a lot of difficulty in terms of receive that we're seeing for Chery Tiggo Crossovers, which means that the Capital One Solar Spikers have been serving tough in set number 4. But come on.
And now Chery Tiggo only looking for 1 point to make up here. And Alvarez just finds the end line there. Capital had a strong start. And they also led early here in this 4th set. That one is a point for Casey Galdones. Good first ball. Genesis with that approach.
Good touch.
Picard, quick! Oh! Ball still alive though. Abu there with an excellent block. And that was away for Chery Tiggo. And another chance here for Capital One. This 4th frame. Oh, tough serve. Niegos, that is good. Capital One still alive. Niegos in double digits.
That needs to be more polished as we see a clear attack going outside.
Second chance for Chery Tiggo to cap this. is it official?
They will
It's
have
gonna
a
be
challenge, of course.
Yeah.
The liberos of Capital One, the receive is there. It's in the setter's area, but it's the attacking that needs to be more polished. As you see, a clear attack going outside for the Capital One Solar Spikers.
And that is a win for Chery Tiggo on their first game here in the On-Tour Series. Capital One came close to extending this match to a fifth setter.